everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of HR Unlock. And it's me, your host, Kelechi Abiri. And of course, I'm always with my girl, the curious mind, the Gen Z in between. So, guys, I have with me Joha.
Gen Z in between. Hi, guys.
So today, Joha, we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic. And Joha called this topic vivid imagination. So insert that song. Vivid imagination.
Well, we're talking about AI and automation in HR.
Not just AI and automation. We're talking about the future of HR. We're looking into the future.
Yeah, and future is AI.
What will the future? Is that the only thing that is in the future, Joha? I doubt that.
That's not the only thing. You're
So,
right.
Let's touch on other things that relate to the future of our employment in this industry. Are we going to shop food in the next 10 years or 15 years or 20 years?
Oh, is technology going to replace us?
Do we need technology to be helping us to chop the food? Or are we going to become more efficient with technology? And are we going to be commanding more dollars with technology? Okay, I'm seeing dollars in the future too.
I told you it's vivid imagination.
That's the future of
what I
HR.
said.
Dollar sign. Okay, naira sign somewhere there too. So let's talk about the first thing. Of course, AI. What's the buzz about AI and automation, guys? Too much buzzing. The buzz of AI is a lot of buzz. And we can't even talk about the future of work if we don't talk about artificial intelligence. How does it look? How does artificial intelligence look like? Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you touch it? Is it real?
It's intelligence, but artificial one.
Okay. Artificial wisdom.
Only human beings have a real intelligence.
Okay, guys. So let's talk about one thing that might likely happen.
What?
The use of chatbots to do onboarding. I think that's one AI that might happen soon. People would use chatbots to help them onboard employees, recruit employees, and then that will be time saving for a lot of people. So let's talk about chatbots a bit. What are they? How do they look like? Right? How would people use this kind of automation to infuse their company culture? Right? Because when you come into a company culture, right, it starts from the recruitment. It starts from your experience, the recruitment experience. If I interact with a chat bot, can I, Joha, this question for you. If you interact with a chat bot, can you get into, do you feel like you need that human touch for an onboarding session? Or would a AI chat bot be sufficient for you? Think of it as an employee and think of it as an employer. I'll answer as an employer. So let's go.
Okay, for me personally, would I like a chatbot to onboard me? Yes, but I think I would still need a bit of the human touch, right?
Yeah.
But I think that to avoid plenty stories, it would be straight to the point, detailed, something that I believe that, technology or AI would be more detailed in telling me what I have to do and probably telling me how I need to do it or how to get, results. So sometimes when they're onboarding you, you've not really gotten the point. They're just telling you stories like we're human beings.
Okay, so there's something called
Onboarding you.
predictive AI, right? It looks at the trends of the employee and predicts the future of what the person is likely to do. So I don't mind it as an employer because you tell me this person is going to stay or not from the patterns.
Which is why
That's
it's more detailed.
It's from the
Stuff.
patterns, from the data, the patterns that the person has shown in their work life or in their in previous employment. That's if you start using the AI even from the recruitment phase, like you should be able to predict their journey from their previous employment and help you with turnover. It can help you reduce turnover of your company, and also I think it will assist in future performance review. If you already know have a predictive data of the person. So maybe this is me speaking from an employer standpoint, right? I want to be able to see that journey. I want to be able to understand that pattern so that I don't make the same mistake. Joa, you had
I
someone,
hate to say this, but
you had
only
someone,
God knows tomorrow.
only God knows tomorrow. But you've had someone that has been jumping from 1 month here, 2 months here. I'm sure sometimes in CVs we can tell that when you're an
Yeah.
employee is not going to stay long based on their recruitment patterns, right? And I'm sure that with AI, it will be more personalized pattern that we'll be able to get more personalized data that we'll be able to get from that person, and to be able to
How would
predict.
AI personalize this data?
So if
Because
whatever you feed AI, it
exactly.
will now. That's why I say the AI. If you're going to use it for
You're using it
onboarding,
for
it has
recruitment.
to come from recruitment.
Yeah, I
Listen,
can feed
if
the
it comes
AI,
from recruitment, if it comes in, if you start using it as a HR manager from the recruitment phase, by the time you're onboarding that person, it has seen the patterns. It has documented certain patterns. That's my point.
But remember that is this somebody that is feeding this info? I can feed the AI only the best patterns, right? And feed the AI what the AI needs to think that I'm perfect.
Who is feeding the AI?
If you say so, recruitment is done means I had to submit a CV or
So,
do
for
a test
example,
or
yes,
something, right?
if it crawls through your CV, for example, your maybe goes through all the like it sees the training that you've done in the past. Let's say you document. So if you tell me, for example, this person has done, let's say, for example, a training in data analytics, you should be able to tell me that this data analytics that this person will need an upgrade or in that data analytics
So
in 2 to 3
yes,
yeah. But for example, you didn't write that in your CV, or let's say it was a false, you didn't do data analytics and you wrote it there. But it will I will get you a training that is the next level from whatever you wrote in your CV. And it's now up to you as a candidate to be able to back it up that, oh, yes, I have this residual knowledge or I don't have this residual knowledge. So
I think
yeah,
it will work
fine,
if
the person might
AI,
lie
yes,
or
it
anything
would
like
work
that,
if
but that's not even the
their
case, right?
particular
We
skills
are
and
trying to
assessments.
open our mind to say, let's say everybody's honest, all things being equal, let's say everybody's honest in their application process, right? Then predictive AI now gives you a more robust data to work with. Let's say all things being equal.
It will make sense if or rather it will make more sense, or it will work better if if it's a case of skills, for instance, and maybe because I have put that I have certain skills, or yeah, certifications or qualifications, the recruitment AI, right, generates an assessment based on what I've written in my CV that I have, right? Maybe a case study or something for me to like,
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
that if
that's
you
why I
have,
said it has to
yeah,
come from the
so
recruitment
if it
phase.
does that, then that can
And it also
filter.
needs an intelligent HR manager to be able to guide it on what to look out for.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. Technology enhances, but we also have to be strategic in what we are feeding the technology to do.
And we need to be able to also read the data or understand the information
That is being
that
brought.
is being brought back to us,
Yeah.
analyze the data.
Yeah, so the HR analytics is important. Data analysis is important as a HR manager of the future. If you are not a HR manager of the future,
I mean, there's no
you
point
can
AI generating all the
yeah,
data for you and you
exactly.
can't interpret it.
Yeah, so if you are
Eh-heh.
HR manager of the future, data analytics, HR analytics is something you should arm yourself with.
I saw something where they said that, I think it was by what was this AI HR, right? They said that if you are in HR and your role in HR is less complex, you are more likely to your job is more likely to be replaced by AI in the next 10 years. So
So yeah,
everybody on that table should shake first
making
of
sense of
all.
data helps you stand out. So let's go to the next point, which is virtual reality. How are we going to use reality in the future of work? Virtual reality is like there's so many simulations that people use virtual reality for. So you can simulate an environment, be in the environment of a particular place, and you can do so many things with virtual reality, right? I met a guy once that was creating a solution where people can do surgeries using virtual reality. So not do surgery, sorry, train on how to, medical students can train on how to carry out surgeries using virtual
I
reality.
think it will also
So
be very
I
good
think
for
that's a good,
for training
yeah.
for of our Nigerian police force and the military. It would be very. I'm sure they're already doing that.
So even in this
But
current
it would be very nice.
hybrid model, current what's it called, work from home model, right? You can use virtual
Remote work,
reality to bring your
office
employees
to
into the office.
yeah,
You
bring
can
your
use
office to
this,
them.
yeah. You can from the comfort of their home, you can make their environment look
Look
like
like an
their office
office.
while they're doing their work as well. And also we can use it for interviews, guys. I think we can use virtual realities for interviews.
Yes, I think yeah, it makes
It might
sense
be a
to give
good,
actual scenarios
yep,
through,
yep.
the virtual reality, right? Give tests. That's where
So you're
gamification
stepping
comes
into
in.
a sci-fi HR world, not just gamification, Joa. We'll talk about gamification, but I say the simulation. I know that you like games, right? Bringing people into that sci-fi world of HR. So, like for example, changing the whole environment to a bank. I love this. I love this. But I'm so
Why is she
excited.
excited about it? This is just like vivid
Yeah, just for
imagination to
example, you're
me.
training bankers, and you take them to, not just when they're in their training school, let them also feel the banking hall at some point. I think you can use virtual reality to help enrich your onboarding
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, yeah. Especially for those people that you have to onboard remotely.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, it's nice.
So
Hope we
remote
get there.
work. Let's talk about remote work and the use of technology. I think we touched on it with the VR example, right? Using I heard someone say that he puts his employees on a call and they have to turn on their video during working hours.
No, I think I'm not sure. I agree. I
Ah!
I encourage it.
And again, there's also something struggling with your employees' time. This is outside the point though. Gig and freelancing is struggling with your employees' time. Let me tell you for free. There's a lot of people are also doing freelance jobs on the side and
That
all of
is
that.
why they want to work remotely, so they
Uh-huh.
can have 3 jobs,
Yeah. So
right?
how do we struggle for the
And
employees' attention
engagement is
in a
part of it.
digital way?
Yeah, if you don't, if you're, I think that if you're engaging your employees enough, of course, I'm paying well, they would, try to focus on your work. And I'm saying this because I have a friend who works in the bank as a tech guy, and he used to have 2 jobs. And I saw him, and he was saying he's depressed. Why is he depressed? He was like, he doesn't have a job. I was like, well, you have a job. He's like, that job, there's not anything there. Like, he's just there. Like, he hardly has any work. Like, he lost his real job. Can you imagine? It's crazy salary. But he's not just happy because he doesn't feel like he's being engaged enough at his current,
Job, yeah.
job. So it's important.
So for us in HR, we must see our role as a global role because right now you can employ anybody from anywhere at any time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there are many people that work for British companies, American companies from here in Nigeria. While also you must see your office as a global village of different talents and different people, and you must find a technology that works for everybody. It's technology tool that works for everybody. So that's how important it is when you are selecting technology of nowadays. You must factor on all the possible issues that can arise from the different cultures and the different people in the workforce as of today. So let's talk about an interesting. Joanne wanted to talk about gamification. Let's go there. Let's go there. I think gamification is a game changer, right?
Ah, nice one. Communication is a game changer. Nice. Why is it a game changer? I don't know. I think so. I like the fact that it can be both work and fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it for me.
So you can turn your office to somewhere that your employees can
Compete.
compete for points,
Yeah.
but not for money points. So
Well, it
not
can be
for
money.
BB
It can be
Niger
money.
money points.
It can be money points. So I think that that it just allows for Me, that's my
You
own. That's
can
my
build a
only.
reward system
That's
around the
the interesting
gamification.
part about the whole AI, the whole
Mm-hmm.
technology advancement and everything that's coming into the workplace. To me, that's like one of the most interesting parts because
So they, yeah,
it can mix fun work and play, right? It feels like healthy competition. I think you can even assign. You can see people who you can assign real life tasks through gamification and know the people that are more
yeah,
capable on your team to perform certain
tasks.
tasks.
Sometimes even
And
just changing the mode of delivering a task to
yeah,
a
to a
game,
game.
it makes them even more engaged. And especially now that we have the Gen Zs in the workforce, I'm sure they will be more enriched if they have game centered activities, or they're able to deliver whatever they need to deliver as if they are playing a game.
Yeah.
Or yes, so I think gamification, of course, is a very important one. It helps enhance their skills. You will discover new skills.
Yes. Encourage healthy competition, especially because they're not competing for you're not feeling like you need to sabotage anybody for any promotion or something, right? You are able to see people's real skill and their strengths
Yeah,
from, the games, right? And
yeah.
I think it's a welcome development that we should explore.
Let's shift focus a bit to the human element that will be needed in the future of work.
So AI can't rub your back and tell you everything will be fine, I guess. So, I think that with this, HR can maybe focus on
Mental
things
health,
like, yes, counseling, where the human,
well-being of
yes,
employees,
you can now focus on that because the truth is that
emotional support.
exactly, you can't leave everything
Yep.
for technology or for AI to do. There's the part of, because we are human beings, we are still all human beings. Robots are not going to take over or
Yep.
something, right? Well, human beings working with human beings, and there still needs to be that impact, right? I think that HR would move to doing that. AI is supposed to aid or assist and help and make things work
Yeah.
seamlessly and more functional. And so HR can focus on strategy thinking, on things that actually, how do we use AI for this is strategy and something that you can do as as a human being.
Yeah.
You still require your thinking, you
When you
know
see your data from your AI,
exactly
make
interpreting
sense
it.
of it and act on it as HR. So you have to be a data wizard also.
And to make sure
Understand
that
what it
people that are
means.
doing it are fine. Like people that are still, you still need to make sure that people in the organization are fine, mentally. Because
Yeah.
there's still whatever they
Look
have to
at the
do, there's mental
support. Yeah.
capacity that's
Yeah,
needed.
because sometimes this our digital interaction gets tiring now. We're just like, oh, like I don't know if it happens to everybody else, but sometimes when I've done too much, when I've used my phone too much, I start to feel tired, empty, anxious. I don't like the feeling when I use my phone too much. And that's technology. That's my body fighting technology. I begin to feel like, ugh,
Yeah.
I'm
I think
tired.
I
My
recently went to buy
brain,
hard copy books
yes.
so that I can
So
read
it
hard
becomes
copy,
like a simulation overload for me. I'm just like, my sensories are just overloaded with too much
be in
information.
touch, use my
Yeah.
imagination, not
So
every time video.
sometimes you get your staff out of the office, do some fun things in the park, do some outdoor games. Let them get to be humans, not only virtual characters, but proper humans. Enjoy spending time like TGIF times,
Yeah, company retreats
hangouts,
for companies
all of
that
that.
are global and have different branches. Pick a
Yeah.
place that everybody can meet
Yes,
and
exactly.
interact.
Okay, so this I hope you enjoyed this discussion as much as I did, because what I enjoyed the most, I enjoyed talking about technology from morning till night. Joanne knows this, and it's no surprise that we created a HR software and started to tow the part of technology after being in consulting for years. It's no surprise at all because I've always loved technology. I feel like you can anchor a lot of things on technology and it can make you feel better even at your delivering your work or delivering or having work-life balance. You can use technology to help you do that. So, yes, we've had a very wonderful discussion. And remember, change is inevitable. So, if you like fight AI from now to tomorrow, just know that change is inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Technology must come in at some point, must take over things, and you cannot but get in line with technology instead of fighting it. So,
Exactly.
guys, we're signing out today, and we want you as HR managers to see yourself more like a champion of the use of technology. We want you to see yourself as the one that strategically thinks about technology and how it can be used. So thank you for listening. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or podcast, please try and try and subscribe as soon as possible. And make sure you share these videos with your friends, your family. I'm sure everyone in HR will benefit from this. So
So, till next time.
bye. Thank you for
Bye.
watching.